All right, what's going on, everybody? Eric Bourassa here, and I'm really excited to talk about this guitar today. This is a 2012 Fender Select Telecaster, okay? So, quick background, after 25 years of playing guitar, I have never, ever wanted a Tele. I never thought they were interesting. I never liked the way they felt. I didn't like the way they sounded. And a lot of that was because I play pop and rock and roll. So I like hotter sounding pickups, and I prefer the sound and feel of a Strat, or at least I did in my earlier days. So now, as I am transitioning from being a music school owner, selling my music school at the end of this month, I'll make a separate video about that. After 10 years, I'm transitioning into being a full-time professional guitar player. So I spent the last decade amassing a collection of instruments and amps and pedals and things that I thought I would need as a professional guitar player someday. And it turns out I need almost none of it. But I'm having to acquire all these different things, tools, for being a professional guitar player that I didn't expect. And one of those things is a Tele. Now, I live in Texas, and so around here, a lot of gigs are centered around country or Texas country or that red dirt sound. And it's really cool. So I've tried to get away with getting that sound with Strats. And at a recent rehearsal with a band, I went up to the bass player and I was like, man, I'm just not happy with something in my sound. What do you think? Do you think you can help me dial this in a little better? And he goes, Eric, you need a Tele. I was like, oh man. So over the past several weeks, I have been kind of obsessed with hunting down the right Tele for me, because I want to get something I can use all the time and be happy with for long term. So I tried out about 20 different Telecasters at various guitar stores over the past couple weeks, and it was a really exhausting process. I hate shopping for guitars now. I hate buying gear. I mean, I guess it's still kind of exciting a little bit when you find it, but it's like car shopping. When you have to get a car, it's like, oh, it's so time consuming. And because I've been playing so long, I know much more what to listen for when it comes to like nuance in feel and in tone, and I'm very, very picky with what I like. So it makes it a real challenge to find everything I want in one guitar. After playing a whole bunch of different Teles, I came to the conclusion of what general specs I would like, and happened to come across this one on Facebook Marketplace as I was searching for Teles. And of course, at first it just caught my eye. I was like, that's different. That's like, I don't really care for like your run-of-the-mill Tele look or Strat or any other guitar. I like to get something that's a little unique if I can, because I think the guitar is sort of where a very practical tool meets artwork, a piece of art. And so when it's aesthetically pleasing to look at, it's inspiring to play, and then if it feels and sounds great, that's kind of the whole package. So I guess at the end of the day, the looks are the least important, but if I can get a guitar that looks really cool and a little bit different, also feels and sounds better than all the other guitars, then like that's the perfect guitar, right? It's got medium jumbo frets, a compound radius of 9.5 inches down on the lower end, up to 14 on the higher end, so great for chords down here, great for lead playing up here. And then the pickups are custom, and then you've got maple. I definitely prefer maple fretboard, and it's got locking tuners, chrome-plated brass saddles, and in a simple configuration. There's no bells or whistles on this guitar. I have some thoughts. There are some things I love about it, but most of my guitar reviews, I'm just gushing over the guitar. But there's one thing I really don't like about this guitar, and we're gonna talk about that. But without further ado, let's dive into some of the tones. Okay, so let's talk about what I love about this guitar. What I love, number one, is just the look of this guitar. I love that the neck is just a little bit thicker. It really feels good, especially with rhythm playing chords. Medium jumbo frets, that's what I really like. But I am kind of finding that bends and playing fast are a little bit of a challenge for me, despite the fact that I normally like medium jumbo frets. We'll get to that in a second. I love the way these custom pickups sound, and it really, I love the way it resonates when I strum and when I play it. So those are the things I really like. The thing I don't like about it is this heavy lacquer gloss finish all over the back of the neck and over the fretboard. And it wasn't something I thought about when considering this guitar. And then I realized none of my other guitars have a heavy finish on the fretboard or on the back of the neck, except my Parkers. My two Parker Flies have a heavy finish on the back, but not on the front. This has a heavy finish on the back and the front, and it's a bit frustrating. Actually, one of my Strats has it, and I want to get that sanded down. This, because it's such a nice piece, I don't know if I would want to sand that down and then replace it with jumbo frets or something. So I'm not sure if this is a guitar I'm going to keep. On top of that, it's kind of in the price range that I was expecting for a really nice quality Tele that would last me a long time, and that I think would have good resale value as well. That's not really something I typically consider when I'm buying a guitar, but it's kind of a nice bonus, right? So let's check this out. A friend of mine that I was rehearsing with, who recommended I get a Tele, was like, hey, I have a made in Mexico Fender Tele I can let you borrow. And it's got American-made pickups upgraded. It's got an upgraded American bridge. It's got upgraded electronics. It has Fender locking tuners. It has jumbo frets. And it says it's a made in Mexico neck, but this is definitely not a Fender neck. This is definitely something else. But I love the way it feels. It's a really flat fretboard, and it sounds incredible. So check this out. right, so it's going to be interesting to listen back because I know kind of what they sound like and what they feel like in my hands, but it'll be interesting to kind of objectively hear on the recording if there's a noticeable difference in sound between these two. Let me know your thoughts. So it's been several weeks since I recorded this Tele video, and I'm listening back to the tones now, and like there is a night and day difference. So in that Mexican-made Tele, I really like the open. It's got a clarity to it for sure. But there's a fullness to the Select Tele. It's got the chime. It's got all that extra high end. It just has more. It has more high end, more low end, more of that mid range, and it just feels so full. And I've spent now quite a bit of time with that Tele, and really gotten used to how it plays and how it feels. And that Fender Select Tele, there's no way I'm getting rid of that. I absolutely love this guitar. Still got to take care of the finish on the neck, but I can't stop playing it. I can't put it down. So big fan. Anyway, like and subscribe if you dig this. If you would like to work with me directly, I've got a really cool program called Unlimited Guitar. I think it's cool anyway. Check it out. Link in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next times.